There's a coin that not only carries the legacy of American minting traditions but also tells a unique story from a time of change and innovation. In 1999, as the world was edging into a new millennium, the U.S. Mint released a nickel that quickly captured the attention of collectors who appreciate subtle artistry combined with a twist of rarity. This coin, though appearing at first glance as a familiar piece from the Jefferson series, has a history and detail that make it a standout in any collection. Back in the late 1990s, when production methods were being refined and the drive for precision was at its peak, the 1999 U.S. nickel emerged as both a reliable currency piece and an inadvertent work of art. Mint operations have been experimenting with improved dies and more efficient production processes, and while most coins adhered to strict quality standards, a select few bore minor variations, those small quirks that only a keen eye could spot. Over time, these subtle differences evolved into points of pride and prestige among seasoned collectors. In some instances, what might have once been dismissed as a mere error now marks a turning point in mint artistry, where perfection and imperfection blend to tell a story of evolving craftsmanship. The design itself remains a homage to President Thomas Jefferson, yet the 1999 iteration offers a few distinctive nuances. Collectors often remark on the crispness of the lettering and the sharper contours of the portrait, which were refined during this period. A careful examination reveals an almost imperceptible shift in the details of the shield and the motto, a testament to the mint's commitment to modernizing its approach while still honoring long-held traditions. These small deviations have elevated the coin's appeal, particularly in mint state where every minute detail can be observed. The difference between a coin in pristine condition and one that has seen years of circulation can be stark. Mint state examples, with their unblemished surfaces and vibrant luster, tend to fetch a premium in auction rooms, reflecting not just their rarity but the allure of what might be considered a fleeting moment in mint history. Market values for the 1999 U.S. nickel have been as intriguing as its design evolution. Over the years, auctions have seen these coins trading at prices that far exceed their face value, especially those with well-documented provenance or exceptionally preserved states. In high-profile auctions, collectors have been willing to pay top dollar for specimens that exhibit perfect strike and minimal wear. As with many coins, the value of the 1999 nickel is heavily dependent on its condition. Coins that remain in mint state condition, untouched by the rigors of circulation, command significantly higher prices compared to those that have been handled over decades. Experts suggest that a coin in near-perfect condition could be worth several times more than one with noticeable wear, a factor that continues to drive the competitive bidding at auctions. Among the intriguing anecdotes surrounding this coin is a story that has become almost legendary among numismatists. One seasoned collector recounted how he stumbled upon a 1999 nickel at a local coin show, hidden away in a box of otherwise ordinary pieces. What caught his eye was not the coin's design, but a slight misalignment in the minting, a misstrike that, instead of diminishing its value, actually heightened its rarity and desirability. This particular coin, once authenticated by experts, quickly became the centerpiece of his collection. Its story spread among collectors, turning the 1999 nickel into a symbol of the unexpected treasures that can arise from minor production quirks. Such stories underscore how even small deviations from the norm can dramatically alter a coin's status in the collecting world, weaving a rich tapestry of historical accidents and market triumphs. Another element that sets the 1999 nickel apart is its role in reflecting broader changes in minting technology. During that period, the U.S. Mint was transitioning toward more modern techniques that allowed for finer detail and greater consistency. However, with these advancements came a period of adjustment, where traditional methods met modern efficiency. The resulting coins, like the 1999 nickel, embody this transitional phase, capturing a moment when the art of coin production was both honoring its past and embracing the future. This duality is what makes the coin so fascinating. It is not merely a piece of metal, but a snapshot of an evolving craft. The meticulous attention to detail, whether in the graceful curves of Jefferson's profile or the intricate relief of the coin's edge, speaks to an era of craftsmanship that prized both innovation and legacy. Collectors have long debated whether the coin's subtle errors or its refined artistry play a greater role in its current market value. For many, the mint state examples are the ultimate prize. When held up to the light, these coins reveal a level of detail that can only be described as mesmerizing. The contrast between the polished surfaces and the slight imperfections that mark its production journey tells a nuanced story of both progress and the inherent unpredictability of mass production. On the other hand, circulated coins, while still valued, offer a different kind of narrative. They carry the marks of their journey through countless hands, adding a layer of historical authenticity and a tangible connection to everyday commerce. What further adds to the coin's allure is its performance at auctions over the years. Not long ago, a pristine example of the 1999 nickel was the highlight at a well-attended auction, where experts and enthusiasts alike marveled at its condition and the story it represented. Bidders engaged in a spirited exchange that underscored the coin's value not just as currency, but as an investment in American numismatic history. Auction records have consistently shown that when a coin like the 1999 nickel is presented in its best light, the market response is robust and enthusiastic, often leading to record-breaking sale prices. This trend has only reinforced the coin's reputation as a must-have for discerning collectors. While the majority of these nickels maintain a standard design, it's the nuances, the tiny differences in die alignment, the subtle shifts in the finishing touches, that propel them into the realm of rarity. Collectors are drawn to these nuances because they are a reminder of the human element in the coin's creation, a blend of precision and imperfection that echoes the complex nature of history itself. Whether you're a longtime collector or someone looking to diversify a collection with a piece that embodies both history and the spirit of innovation, the 1999 U.S. nickel offers a fascinating glimpse into a pivotal moment in minting history. In wrapping up this segment, it's clear that the 1999 U.S. nickel isn't just another piece of coinage, it's a storyteller that bridges the gap between tradition and modernity. Its journey from the production line to the collector's showcase is marked by both the beauty of flawless minting and the intriguing allure of its rare variations. For those who have a passion for history and a keen eye for detail, this coin represents more than its monetary value. It embodies a moment in time when art, technology, and chance converge to create something truly unique. The next coin carries its own story of innovation and continuity, a subtle blend of refined technique and the natural quirks that can elevate a piece from everyday currency to a coveted collectible. In 2003, as the U.S. Mint embraced the lessons of previous years and new technologies continued to take shape, the 2003 nickel emerged as a symbol of modern minting progress. During this period, production methods had been honed to produce a coin that not only met rigorous standards of quality but also reflected a conscious effort to capture every detail with greater precision. This coin's creation is set against the backdrop of a rapidly evolving economic landscape, where efficiency and craftsmanship were being reimagined side by side. The 2003 nickel reveals a refined portrait of President Jefferson, but what distinguishes it from earlier iterations is the subtle yet deliberate refinement in its design. Observant collectors have noted that the relief on the coin is slightly deeper, giving the image a more pronounced three-dimensional effect. The lettering and inscriptions appear smoother, a product of updated dies and the fine-tuning of the mint's techniques. These changes, while minimal to the casual eye, have become a hallmark of the coin's allure. The edges of the coin, too, carry a slightly different finish, exhibiting a texture that distinguishes it from its peers. Every small detail, from the balance of the motifs to the crispness of the mint mark, contributes to a sense of sophistication that resonates with collectors who have an eye for nuanced variations. Turning to the market dynamics, the 2003 nickel has steadily earned its place among the prized pieces in modern coin collecting. Auction records indicate that specimens in uncirculated condition, particularly those graded in mint state, have achieved noteworthy sale prices at competitive auctions. Enthusiasts value these coins not just for their historical significance, but also for the precision of their minting, a quality that tends to command a premium. Even slight minting errors, such as a barely perceptible double strike or an off-center detail, can boost a coin's desirability. Over time, as collectors seek to complete their modern series, the demand for 2003 nickels has grown, and with it, the appreciation in value. Coins that have remained untouched by the rigors of circulation, retaining their original luster, are often seen as a testament to the mint's ability to capture a moment of technical evolution, making them especially appealing to those with a discerning eye. There's an engaging story circulating among coin aficionados about a 2003 nickel discovered under unlikely circumstances. A seasoned collector once recounted how he found an unassuming box of coins at a local estate sale, not expecting much from what appeared to be a standard collection. Among them lay a 2003 nickel that immediately caught his attention due to its unusually sharp finish and a subtle misstrike that rendered it a rare specimen. The coin's near-perfect state, coupled with this rare minting anomaly, quickly transformed it into a centerpiece of his collection. Over time, this story has been shared at coin conventions and in private collector circles, illustrating how a single detail can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure with a story worth telling. Such narratives remind us that even in a modern production run, the interplay of precision and imperfection can yield results that are both historically and monetarily significant. What further elevates the 2003 nickel is how condition dramatically influences its value. In its pristine, mint state, the coin offers a brilliant display of the mint's attention to detail, sharp edges, clean surfaces, and a vibrant, unblemished finish that collectors admire. These coins, free from the marks of everyday handling, have a magnetism that draws in both seasoned collectors and newer enthusiasts looking to invest in modern numismatics. On the other hand, coins that have passed through circulation tell their own unique story. The subtle patina and minor wear marks on these coins serve as physical reminders of their journey through time, carrying with them a sense of historical authenticity that, while not as monetarily prized, resonates with those who appreciate the lived history embedded in each piece. In many respects, the 2003 nickel stands as a bridge between tradition and progress. It encapsulates a moment when the U.S. Mint was balancing the old with the new, retaining the classic elements of design while embracing refined techniques that allowed for greater detail and durability. Collectors often compare this coin to earlier models, noting how incremental improvements in the minting process have led to a product that feels both familiar and refreshingly updated. This duality is perhaps one of the most appealing aspects of the 2003 edition, as it reflects a period of subtle transformation in American coinage that is both technically interesting and historically significant. The coin's auction history offers further insight into its standing in the modern collecting community. High-profile auctions have repeatedly showcased the 2003 nickel, with competitive bidding underscoring its status as a modern collectible of note. In instances where multiple specimens were presented side by side, the coins that had been preserved in immaculate condition invariably commanded the highest bids. Experts have observed that even a minor deviation from the ideal mint state can result in a substantial difference in price, highlighting the ever-present demand for perfection in the eyes of collectors. This competitive market dynamic has only reinforced the coin's reputation as a modern treasure, where even the tiniest variations can lead to significant financial appreciation. Beyond its monetary value, the 2003 nickel carries with it an air of understated elegance, a charm that lies in its unpretentious yet deliberate design. The evolution in its aesthetic is evident in every curve and line, speaking to an era where innovation was carefully measured against tradition. Enthusiasts appreciate that each coin is not merely a piece of metal but a narrative of progress, with every imperfection or refinement adding a layer of depth to its history. For many, owning a 2003 nickel is akin to holding a small piece of the mint's journey into the new century, a tangible link to a period marked by a quiet but profound transformation in the art of coin production. As discussions among collectors continue, comparisons between coins from different eras naturally arise. While the 1999 nickel captures the transition from the old to the new, the 2003 edition reflects a further evolution, a refinement born of experience and technological advancement. This natural progression offers collectors the opportunity to appreciate the nuances of American minting history, witnessing firsthand how even slight adjustments in technique can influence a coin's character and value. The 2003 nickel, with its modern enhancements and delicate imperfections, embodies this narrative perfectly, resonating with those who cherish both its aesthetic appeal and the story it tells. In closing this segment, the 2003 U.S. nickel emerges as a distinctive artifact from a transformative era. Its legacy is built on the foundation of precision, innovation, and the occasional unexpected twist that turns an ordinary coin into a modern masterpiece. For collectors, each 2003 nickel represents not just a monetary investment, but a deep appreciation for the craftsmanship and historical context that define our nation's coinage. Whether held in a protective case or passed among generations, this coin continues to captivate those who understand that even the smallest details can tell a story of artistic evolution and enduring value.